Aloha and welcome back to Yama Studios. My name is Hannah Maruyama. I am a scalp micropigmentation practitioner at Yama Studios, which is a paramedical tattoo clinic in Honolulu, Hawaii. Today, I'm going to answer one of the most frequently asked questions about scalp micropigmentation, and that is, how long does scalp micropigmentation last? This is a really awesome question. The whole goal of scalp micropigmentation is to get a long-lasting hair loss solution. And as far as they go, scalp micropigmentation is easily the quickest, most effective, and longest lasting for the time the procedure takes. So a given procedure is going to take about somewhere between 8 to 12 hours, depending on how much reconstruction is needed. Once you have that initial time invested, SMP can last between 5 to 10 years. This wide variation comes from a few different factors. The more sun exposure you get, the faster your SMP will fade. This is a really important point, actually. This is true for both traditional tattoo and SMP, but it does affect SMP more because SMP is a much more delicate and surface level tattoo than traditional tattooing. So UV exposure, whether that be through a tanning bed or the sun, is the fastest fader of specifically SMP. And the reason for that is, as I just mentioned, the different application, level of the skin, and size of the tattoos themselves. So SMP can last between 5 to 10 years if you live in a region where you do have seasonal changes. So fall and winter, you are going to be inside a little bit more, and you're not going to be exposed to the sun as often. When that's the case, your SMP is going to last you longer. Now, that's not to say that SMP fades away completely. It doesn't. You can bolster your SMP very easily with a touch-up appointment, so your ultimate foundation of SMP will usually last at least 5 years, if not longer. But the full effect of the SMP is going to lessen over time the more UV exposure you have. So the main thing you need to remember about SMP is this. The sun and UV exposure, so it would be tanning beds, is going to fade your scalp micropigmentation the fastest. The more time that you spend in the sun, the faster your SMP will fade. That said, it's not going to look bad if it fades. If your SMP fades, all you have to do is go get a touch-up. So if you want your initial application to last longer and be bolder, you have two options. It's reduce sun exposure by either using an SPF moisturizer every day, wearing hats when you're in the sun for extended periods of time, or to get a touch-up every couple of years. If you do these two things, your SMP can last for decades. It's easy to extend the life of SMP once it's already there. You can very easily add in little applications of SMP in touch-up form over the years to extend the life of the SMP. The foundation is the important part, and as long as you don't have extended UV exposure, your SMP will last for years. It's one of the most effective and the longest lasting hair loss solutions. Adjacent to this is that many clients are worried about the way it fades. So they're worried about the way scalp micropigmentation is going to fade over time. Now, this is part of the beauty of SMP, is it's designed to age well. And what I mean by that is the application method and the type of pigment used are designed to fade naturally as time goes on. So you've probably seen older tattoos. The older they are, the more carbon or additives were in the tattoo ink. This is why I am so serious about making a differentiation between scalp micropigmentation pigment and traditional tattoo ink, because they really aren't the same. But traditional tattoo ink over time can oxidize underneath the skin and lend itself a blue or greenish tint. You've probably seen it. If you're thinking about it now, you've seen it before. Scalp micropigmentation does not do this because the pigment itself is designed to be stable and to fade according to the way it's implanted. So what I mean by that is that when you implant scalp micropigmentation pigment, you implant it at a level of the skin with extreme precision, and the formulation of the pigment is such that it will not change color over time. Some of the myths and misinformation online about what will fade your SMP or make it change color are as follows. We're working out is not going to fade your SMP unless you're working out in the sun with no sun protection. Another thing is swimming. Chlorine and salt water are not going to affect your SMP. Once your SMP heals, the barrier of your skin over your healed tattoos is going to protect it from any sort of water. So that's not really a factor. You'll notice that a lot of these activities overlap with sun exposure. So sometimes people, I believe, attribute fading to the action instead of to the sun. But the sun is the number one cause of any sort of fading. And the reason that is because the sun and UV rays damage your skin. When they damage your skin, they damage your SMP because they damage your skin underneath. It's not just surface level damage. Whereas when you're talking about hiking, sweating, working out, swimming, none of those things can affect your SMP. And if they do, it's so minor that it wouldn't even be noticeable to you. So over time, the only thing that can really reduce the lasting effect of your SMP is the sun. I keep saying it, but I can't stress it enough. It's really just the sun. If you can protect your SMP from the sun, you're going to get more life out of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that answered your question about how long SMP lasts. If you liked this video, please shoot me a thumbs up and also subscribe because I'm going to be posting more videos like this. If you have questions, comments, or feedback, go ahead and drop those in the comments and I will respond. If you want to get in touch with me, either for an in-person consult, a virtual consult, or to ask me where you can go to get SMP in your area, shoot me a DM on Instagram, send me a Facebook message, or contact me via email on my website, which is below. It's youngstudios.co. Thank you so much for watching, and aloha.